Hi, I am Andriati from Indonesia. Healthy greeting to all of us, distinguished speakers, and all participants. On these occasions, I will share several things about marine waste management in Indonesia and achievement until this year. I will share in several subtopics that are National Action Plan, management and achievement in industrial sectors and other sectors too, and some follow-up plans. The National Action Plan was determined and started in 2018 for the period 2018 until 2025. The background for the determinations of the National Action Plan is Indonesia's commitment to reduce marine debris by 70% at 2025. This commitment was confirmed by the Honorable our President of Republic Indonesia at G20 summit in 2017. To realize this commitment, it's necessary to take comprehensive and integrated marine waste management actions. So in 2018, presidential regulations on the handling of marine debris set out in the National Action Plan between 2018 to 2025. This National Action Plan involving all stakeholders in various sectors. The National Action Plan to achieve the target of reducing marine debris by 70% is carried out through 5 strategies. First, the national movement to increase awareness of stakeholders. Second, management of waste source from the land. The third, prevention of waste on coastal area and the sea. And the fourth strategies is funding mechanism, institutional strengthening, supervisions, and law enforcement. So the last strategies is research and development. Now, the industry sector is one of the stakeholders involved and has the responsibility to implement the National Action Plan for handling marine debris. According to my task at the Ministry of Industry, first, I will convey what waste management carried out by Ministry of Industry and industrial companies as the implementations of the National Action Plan for handling marine debris. Yeah, the industrial sector have responsibility to managing waste from the land to prevent waste entering to the oceans. Of the 5 strategies, the industrial sector is obliged to 4 strategies related to increasing stakeholder awareness, waste management, drafting, and implementing regulations, research, and development. Awareness raising as the first strategy is carried out through several programs that are increasing public or consumers' awareness, technical guidance and capacity building, increasing waste facilitations in industrial park, campaign of green product, and good consumers' behavior. So waste management as a second strategy is carried out starting from design innovations, preparations good manufacturing process, encourage recycling industry, provide facilitate machinery for recycling industry, and circular economy development. The fourth strategy is carried out through the preparations and application of regulations, including the preparation and application of standards. And then the next strategy, the fifth strategy consists of research and development on incentive for the recycling industry, development of the recycling industry in tourist area, and product innovations. In this slide, I would like to show you an example of technical guidance for the plastic recycling process. And these guidelines are present in Indonesia, in Bahasa Indonesia. So other guidelines that have been prepared are for waste management, as well as standard and criteria for waste that are worth of being refuse-derived fuel for industry. I think this is so important because the waste that used as RDF must have sufficient calorie for combustion and percentage of it must be right. So that does not exceed the emission threshold that has been determined. All these guidelines are socialized and to industry and local governments through technical training as an effort to increase the capacity of industrial human resources. This is one of the facilities built by the Ministry of Industry. There are several mini depots that function to help local government and local communities to manage their plastic and electronic waste. provide plastic scrap about 2 tons per day as raw material for the recycling industry. Also functions as a learning center of plastic and electronic waste management for the local communities and local government. I like to share about other programs by industrial sector in managing waste from the land, that developing a circular economy, encourage the application of standards to industrial product and process, also encourage the participants of the private sector. The development of circular economy is carried out through extended product lifetime, utilization and processing of waste, encourage the growth of recycling industry, use of recycled raw material, capacity building for industrial human resources, and incentive development. The implementation of standards that continuously improve are standards for plastic packaging, food and beverage appliance, melamine tableware, recycled PET resin, and green industry standard for the production process of plastic shopping bag. The private sector participations are packaging innovations, provide refill stations, plastic waste collection and processing cooperations program, responsible consumption campaigns, and single-use plastic reductions campaigns. These are the programs and activities carried out by industrial sector since 2018 that have resulted in more than 20 new recycling industry, increasing production capacity of biodegradable plastic, more than 150 people receiving training, construction of 6 mini depots, provisions of recycling machine and equipments in 10 locations, waste management facilities in industrial area and center, the green industry standard for the plastic shopping bag industry, and so packaging design innovations. In order to help the national program achieve the target by 2025, the program and actions that will be carried out are encourage the growth of recycling industry, provide recycling machinery and equipment, increasing the use of domestic plastic scrap, GMP preparations, additions of plastic product national standard, capacity building on industrial waste processing and recycling, product and packaging innovations, continuous campaigns, and exchange knowledge, experience, and expertise on industrial waste management and circular economy. Now, I will present some example of waste management and achievement from other sectors. These results are reports that are routine submitted by all implementing stakeholders. Yeah. First, in environmental sector driven by Ministry of Environment and Forestry, several programs that carry out to manage waste and raise awareness are waste management regulations, public campaigns and educations, waste management awards for local government and private sector, improve facility for sorting, collecting, and processing of the waste, increasing the number of waste banks in some regions, and international partnership, of course. This slide shows some example of campaigns published through various media. Next are the program and activities carried out by transportation sector. In this sector, example of implementation that have a significant impact are eco-port development that provide the temporary waste collection facilities on board or ship and waste collection facilities at the port. Here's a picture of waste collection ship around the harbor. Now, another very active sector is tourism. Tourist destinations are a source of high plastic waste, high volume of plastic waste. So to make the coastal area cleaner, preparation of standard operating procedures for waste management in tourist destination and assistance in SOP implementations by the central government was carried out. Now about the watersheds. The Citarum watershed is an example of environmental degradation case that needs to be addressed immediately. And the government for the restore the conditions of the Citarum watersheds, following program and activities is industrial compliance, domestic wastewater treatment, society awareness, and law enforcement. Environmental degradation in Citarum River Basin is caused by industrial wastewater, domestic solid waste, farming, and fishery. Now, one of the Citarum watershed recovery programs, the handling of domestic waste, including plastic waste, It's very much in line with the National Action Plan for Handling Marine Waste or marine debris. This shows that importance to integrating watershed management programs with marine waste management. The programs and activity of the marine and fishery sector. Fish cultivations and fishing activities are directed to use environmentally friendly equipment and material, so not to damage the environment nor to generate waste. In some fish ports that function as fish shelter for fishermen, waste collection facilities are provided especially for plastic waste. In many small islands in the territory of Indonesia, the government is also increasing waste collections and recycling facilities. Education and information are the sector that play an important role in increasing public knowledge and awareness. The program and activities carried out include education of healthy living and environmental awareness for preschool and school-age children, environmental awareness campaigns, literacy corner, waste management mommies. This picture are some examples of activities in schools to avoid the use single-use plastic and also dissemination of information about the types of plastic waste and how to reduce plastic waste. Next, I want to convey about the achievement of the target set, also the necessary follow-up. Based on data from 2018 to 2020, it can be seen that there is a decrease in plastic waste on land and plastic waste in the sea. The total achievement at the end of 2020 was 15.3%. So with the achievement in 2020 that a reductions of 15, Indonesia have still a responsibility to achieve a reductions of up to 70%. As a follow-up, the implementation of the National Action Plan that will be carried out are reducing the use of single-use plastic in government office, increasing support to local government, involvement of religious institutions and communities to increase public awareness, integrations of marine debris management program and reductions of watershed damage programs, improve the 6R campaigns that redesign, reduce, remove, reuse, recycle, recovery, and other R, I think. Increase research and development of waste management in all sectors. So monitoring and evaluating the implementation of marine waste management program. I hope that what I convey about management and achievement in Indonesia can be discussed and useful for all of us. Thank you.